Well, if you've always wanted to travel the world, but maybe your bank account says otherwise, listen up. Joining us now is FAMU alum Deidre Mathis, author of Wanderlust for the Young Broke Professional. I absolutely love it. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, good
Thanks
afternoon.
for being here. This
no
is something,
problem.
you know, it sounds so great when we look at, how many countries you visited, 20-something countries.
Yes.
And people are saying, oh, well, if only.
Oh, yeah.
But you've really, mapped this out in a way that any of us could do this. Tell us a little bit about your experiences.
Absolutely. Well, I fell in love with traveling when I studied abroad here, or when I was a student at FAMU. I went to the Dominican Republic, and I literally caught the travel bug. So I knew that whatever I did in life had to have some travel component. So a few years later, when I finished my master's degree, I set sail on a gap year. So for 12 months, an entire year, I did about 14 countries, saved for about a year and a half to do that, and just had the best year ever. And so people would always tell me, you should write a book about your experience. And so that's exactly what I did.
And that's kind of what you put together then.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of personal things in there.
Yes.
But there's a lot of it that all of us can kind of relate to that.
Absolutely.
We can all have that feeling of wanderlust.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Where do we want to go and what do we want to do?
Oh, yeah.
And this is easier than just Googling and saying, how do I get to Europe cheaply?
Yes.
Like, you've done this.
I've
It's
done
been
it.
a success for you.
Oh, yeah.
What is your best advice out there for some would-be travelers?
You need to plan. You need to plan and then budget. I meet people all the time who want to travel so badly, and they ask all the time, how do I do it? And I say, you just have to do it. Save your money, pick a great time for you to travel, and just go. Look for the best airline tickets, choose your accommodation, whether you're going to stay in a hostel or a hotel, and then simply just go. I will hear people talking about traveling forever and never do it, so there's no better time than now. Just plan and go.
And something that I was kind of surprised at with the hostel, you have this image in your head of maybe
Yes.
teenagers or maybe it's scary, but you said it's all ages, potentially private rooms?
Oh, hostels are amazing. It's shared accommodation, but you can have your own room if you choose to. Hostels are great for the person who travels solo, or even if you're traveling with friends and you want to be with other travelers. Hosteling is just the absolute great way to go. I've stayed in hostels as cheap as $15 in Fiji, about $45 a night in Australia. I mean, hostels are just absolutely the way to go if you want to budget travel and meet other people.
And I have to imagine you got to get organized. You have to
Yes.
earn those points and those travel rewards and then
Yes.
cash in on them and
Yes.
use that for your next trip.
I tell people, if you are ever flying and you're not getting those points, you're literally throwing money out of the window. I was able to use all of my airline points and get a free round trip ticket to Greece. And so I tell people, yes, absolutely. If you are flying, I don't care where, you need to get those points and then cash them in at a later time.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
luckily you came back here to Tallahassee.
Yes.
A little bit of a homecoming for you at
Oh,
FAMU.
yes.
Going to be out there this afternoon. What do people need to know?
Yeah, so I will be at the FAMU bookstore from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. signing copies of my book, Wanderlust for the Young Broke Professional, and I look forward to meeting everyone and answering questions and signing books, and then it's helping people to travel and see the world.
Right, bring your notebook. This
Bring
is your
your
chance
notebook.
to talk
Bring
to
your
Deidre
notebook.
yourself, right? Yeah, you see the details here on your screen about the book signing.
Yes.
Hey, what's your favorite place you visited?
Oh gosh, that's so hard. South Africa, Cape Town.
Interesting.
Yes.
It's going to add that to my list as well. Thank you so much for
No,
being
thank
here.
you, thank
I feel
you.
like, I can do it now.
You
I
can
think we
do
all
it.
have that experience.
Yes, you can do it, definitely.
Thank you so much.
No
All of this
problem.
information and a link to pick up your copy of the book going to be on our website, WTXL.tv. Don't go away. We're back in 2 minutes.
Yes.